Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hi everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful Moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hello. Oh, 1 minute late. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. It's a Tuesday, the 20th. Feels like a Monday, obvious reasons. And I'm doing something very new for me, but it's not new. How can anything be new? How can anything be new nowadays? Okay. So I wanted to give you a little heads up. I've been embroidering my new collection. Oh, goodness me. It's coming up in the birthday week. Look, you can tell it's stitching. I need to get rid of them. But yeah, so this was like a 5-minute job. I lie, it was more than 5 minutes, but it's some gold chip work there, and I've been really loving it. So yeah, so that's what I'm sort of been up to. I've been doing some stump work. I've been loving it. I don't know how many people are going to join us today because I'm normally late, so I don't know if people are going to come in a bit later or not. Yeah, it's still a difficult time of the day, isn't it? Anyway, so I've got my book. So I may be using this book, or I may go on the grey. Can't show you these because I'd have to shoot you or whatever it is. So I've got. Oh, is it stuck back on? Oh. I've got the grey page, which actually that might look a bit saucy with what I'm doing. It might look very saucy. Yes. So let's go for half page. This you can do on anything. All right. I'm not expecting people to have it ready at hand there with you now. I'm expecting people to just sort of think, oh, here she goes again. Don't know what she's doing. I sort of do know what I'm doing, but it is quite new to me, I must admit. This way it is anyway. Not the way I'm doing it. No, just shut up with us. So yeah, what are we? I'm just going to quickly check here who's in and who's not. So we've got a big hello to Tanya. Hello, Emma, Linda. Emma. Oh, it's got to be Blathers if Emma's saying hello. So yeah, I don't know if I've changed my mind yet. And I've got a little viewfinder from my next picture that I'm doing. And I've got these papers that sorry, I'm not a lover of them. But I'm pretty certain that, people will like them. So I'm not a lover of them doesn't mean that they're no good at all. It just means that I just haven't thought of a way of using them yet, if that makes sense. So I've got these papers. I've pulled out these bits here. I don't even think that colour goes with it. Goes. Since when have I had a plum in the mouth? But I've got these others. Now, because it's all studio, like the colours are summer, they're going to basically go out there. So I think I've got that one. Oh, I know I've got that one as well. These colours might be better. And now I have already done part of this, but I'm going to do it a little bit different. So I've got my punches. I'm going to choose my colour palette. So it's grey. Now I know pink always goes on grey. So I quite like that one. that one's a nice one. Oh, that one's a good one. And no, oh, actually, no, I'll stick with them because I only need little bits. So I've got those. I've got some plain colours in as much as that and that, although that might be a bit pink. But I've also got my other papers, so some of these pinky colours will go really well with these. So I've got that one, and I've got a blush one, which is a neutral, which will go. So first thing I'm going to do is get my punches. I'm going to punch out. Oh, look at that! Punch out one of them. Punch out one of them. Oh, I like that. It's like the Monster Munch, isn't it? I like that. I might punch out one of them. Yeah, because I need a bit of, actually, leave that for a minute. I need a bit of depth on this, so it looks like probably that one. There. And I might need another one of these. Okay. And then things here. So I've got some darker elements as well. Now, as you can see, I am not at all worried about getting colours straight, or, you know, I'm not interested in worrying about that because I don't like, see, that might go, that might, but I'm quite liking this colour here. So it's all right, I'll show you what I've got. So now what I've got is my grey papers. Okay, this punch is big. I don't know. Let me measure it. How can you measure that? I think this is that's a 6-inch circle. So we've got that. I've got another one there. That's 6-inch. This one's got to be a 4. This one I'm just going to put in. That one. Put some grey on it actually. Bum 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 bum. Right, I need the darker colours, so I'm going to go with right. Okay, so I've got my colours. Right, let's go with the colours. Let's see what I've got. I've got the grey background, so I've got a grey circle. I've got a tealy circle. Now I've got a punch that's got like a purpley colour that way and neutral there. I'm not a lover of the pink, although it goes very well. So I'll use that side. Again, I prefer that side. Prefer that side. Prefer that side. So let me put this range together so you can see. Yeah. So the grey as well, and I've got these. Now that looks quite nice, but that is a bit insipid, isn't it? It's not the best pink for these. So I need to get a nice pink that is, it's bright, but not in your face too bright. So I'm looking for that one. And there's 2 sides to that. And that one. Okay. So I'm going to put some colours in there. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing it. Oh, there is middle. So I've got this one. Now, this will be way too much for all this, but I'll have it. Oh, I have to stand up for this one. I'll have these already cut out, which is cool. And because I'm cutting stuff out, it really doesn't matter that it's not going to be. Oh, I won't do it now. It doesn't matter about sizes really. What I might do is, hang on, I've got to get up. Oh, boom! Wow. Oh wait, look at that. It's nearly perfect. So these little bits here, these are cool. These bits. So I'll keep those wobbly bits there, and I've got that. But so what have I got left? I've got some smaller ones, so I'm just going to go for it. Where's the middle ones then? Do I do this? I go and get all the doodads out, and then I mix them all up in another box, and I think, oh, I know where they are. No, I don't. I've not got a clue. So I've got different colours there. So I'm terrible for this. Okay. Bit of that. And that's it. Okay, so it does a circle, yeah, and it all depends on colours as well, you know. Putting that on that. And that on it. And that on it. You see how bright that starts to look? And yet it's quite dark. So if I put that on, that's tonally, it works. So yeah, you're right. So some of these I'm not into, but I'm going to go with it. So I've got my piece here, and I like it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a couple of these. Right, I'm not going to go with the things yet because I don't think it'll work with all these layers. So I'm just going to go straight in with my scissors. That went a bit too low. So let's look at the shapes. I might need to cut them up because I don't think they're very good. So what you can do is literally put your pieces together. So this was a different size, but you've got the outside shape, you know what I mean? So right, okay. That's that one, isn't it? So it's got to be that one, isn't it? Right, so you get a pattern. Well, you can see a pattern if you wish. This is where we start messing. So I'm just looking at these now. I'm going to do the same with these. So I'm thinking it's do you quite like that flowing there? Do you get me? A bit of flowing. I've got another one which yeah, right. So decided what I'm going to do. I'm not too sure whether I like it like that or like that. I think I might have to change it slightly. So put that there, that there. That's it. That's it. Done. Right. Well, not done. Oh, I've got another one I could use. Is that better? Or is that better? That's it done. So I'm just going to glue these down. Now, if you're a little bit stuck about how to sort of, you know, I always move it. Then my advice would be take a picture. Oh, for God, crying out loud. Come on. No, no, no. I'm not having this. No. Come on. Sod off. I've unbunged everything. Even I'm going to cut that off. I've had enough. I'm sick of it. Oh, for crying out loud. I unbunged it all. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyway. Oh! I'm literally ripping my hair out here. Come on. I must have another glue with a lid, without a lid on that can work. I must have a glue here somewhere. I'll just use this. I don't know what it is. It's the first thing that's in my little box, so I don't care what it is as long as it's open. Yay! Right, okay. So I'm going to put some glue on this. Now, did it go that way? It went that way, didn't it? It doesn't really matter that much. I just want a flow. Can you see how the flow is there? Now I might need to tweak that a bit. But that's about right. Always, well, I tend to leave the edges open so that I can twiddle. Yeah? So I've got that. There's my flow. I always like a flow going across, always. So now what I can do is, see, that fits there. I could put that there. Would that fit there? Or would it be too much? I think personally. That's it. So I'm just going to stop faffing. So I'm going to put that one there. Don't fit perfectly. I'm putting that one in there. Now I know that should fit, but I think I need something over here. So I'm looking at these shapes now. Not loving that. Let's get them all out. Oh, the pink might be better. Oh, I know why. Is that one it? So glue that down. Now I've got a blob of glue there, which I don't like. So I'm just going to put in that. Well, that looks well dodgy. So I'll take that off. I like to know. Right, let's take that off. So take that in there. I'm just thinking, will that flow in there? Or under? No, too much now at the moment. So I've got a pretty good, like, floppy bit, and it looks to me very much like these flowery ones are going to go well. So some of these are too patterned. See, that's not bad, but it's too similar. So I need to, if I'm going to use them, I'm going to have to break them up. So I've got some of these which are really okay like this, but they do need. I'm doing with a, yeah, we'll go with this and see what happens. Sometimes this is all you need. Yeah, can you see how it breaks it up? Like that. Well, that might be better even. So I'm going to change some shapes. I'm not a lover of some of these shapes. So you play around all day with these, but it's really good fun. So I'm just paper piecing to say, I really do think I need, I really do think I need some brighter colours. I just don't think it's as bright as I thought it was going to be, which is quite strange. So, but this is all learning, isn't it? It's all learning, well, it is for me. So I'm just going to pop that in there and just see. That's too much. I could. No, that's too much. See, I'm going for these bright colours. There it is. I'm going to put this like, where's it? Mustardy one in. Wish me luck. Got it. But don't forget, you know, all them, you can put your other colours in. So if you wanted to, you could put that in there. You know what I mean, like that. Or I can't pick that one up now, but you could pick another one up, one of those, and put that in. Do you get me? So if you wanted to, I mean, I don't want that in yet. That would, it's defeating the object, but don't forget you've got that. So here, I might have oh, hey, looking over that. Get back, get back. Perfect. Well, not really. Look at that. Right, so I like that. So cooler. I like that one actually. Sometimes if you want shape, you've got those embossing tools. I've got my groovy one here. That's really good, that, for this. Yeah, I'm learning quickly that I'm not a lover of some colours. Really learning that fast. I think that's too much paint there. So maybe the lavender that finishes on there, or maybe not. I just think maybe I should have I like that, you see. Now I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to glue it down the pink side. Just put it over like that. Put that on there. I'm going to get my knife. And I'm going to chop. Oh, well, I need a new blade on it. Sorry, guys. So, and if you cut like this, that's shocking. I need a new, do you know, I'm so tight. Do you know it causes accidents, you know? It causes accidents. Old blades. There we go. Just peel that off. And it's the way the carpet fitters do the stuff, isn't it? They cut over both. That's better. Right. Quite like that. So that's going on. If you could try and match up the lines. Is it because they are colours that you don't like? No, it's why would you do that, Carol? Why would you throw it straight in the bin when it's not finished? You just said this would drive you to distraction. I'm quite interested in that because I'm like, well, I wonder why. I wonder why it'd do that. Not having a go in anyway. I'm just like intrigued that you know some people would find it incredibly frustrating to do this. It just intrigues me. It really does intrigue me. So that's looking better there. I've got something that I need to put in here maybe. No, that looks too naff. That there, yeah. So decided what I'm going to do now. Blooming neck. Not a good idea, is it? Oh, that didn't work. Suck it. You see, yeah, blunt knives, terrible. You see, when you sort of say that, I get what you mean totally, but I find that this is the bit that I really enjoy because I can just get lost in it. I don't seriously have to think much, and then I can get lost in it. Then it's all about planning or designing, and those are the things that really, really sort of do it for me. So yeah, this is what this is about: planning and designing, and how these things. I did do a piece like this the other day, but what I'm doing with this one is I'm meant to cut all together so that it's all together. So you've got the pieces coming together. This is very strange for me, but I like it. I like it. I need a bit of. So paper piecing, the one I wanted to do before, which is now completely changed, is all about where you cut two pieces together and then play with layering them. And yeah, that really does work. So we've got this river thing going on here. Don't want that in there. You've got to have an ugly stage. You have to have one. It's there's nowhere. It's just crazy to think that it's all going to be perfect because it isn't. It really isn't. And you've got to just go with it. You've got to try and go with it and think, right, okay, that ain't going to look brilliant at the moment, but just go with it. And then you learn. How interesting design can be. Because you learn sort of perseverance. I'm not saying that you haven't got those skills. I'm sure you have. But you learn that there's quite a lot to it. I don't like this bit here, but I'm going to have to do something. So what I might do is just run that under there a bit. I don't think that works, so maybe something else. So, put that there. Oh, that'd be nice. So if I run that there, cut that off. These knives are naff. So put that there, put that there. This is piecing, how I meant, where you're doing like cutting it and then fitting it together because you cut both layers. So you sort of do the top and the bottom. This knife needs, oh, for crying out loud, just cut it. Right, let's see if it works. If it doesn't, I've not lost anything. So if we put that on there like that, then I get ooby-doo, ooby-dooby-doo, that in there. You get a very different eye, if that makes sense, with these. You don't realise until the end, you think, oh, that colour goes with that and that colour goes with that. And the rest of the time you're like, I would never have tried that. And it's true. A lot of the time I don't try stuff until I do this. Now, I'm not too sure about that. No, I don't like it. don't like it. So, let's go for this then. That's it, just glue it down. Don't faff. Get it on. Get it on. Get it on there. There we go. And I need a bit of a light thing in it, don't I? So get rid of that. That looks rubbish. So here it looks, I don't like this here, but we're going to do something with that in a minute. I'm going to chop it all down. Here I need something that's going to brighten up that little thing. So I'm only going to use 3. And then that way it's slightly different from the others. I tell you what would be really nice on these. You know, like I brought out these papers. Sorry, I mean, when I say brought out, I don't mean I brought them out. They're not mine. But I brought out these papers because these were the least ones I would use. And I'm presuming you realise that I'm presuming that you realise that there might be colours I don't like, designs I don't like, but there's something that doesn't appeal to me when I'm actually working with it. So I get frustrated, put them in a box, you get cooler. And I just think, what a shame, because, you know, the quality paper, well, why can't I do something else with them? And I tend to sort of think, right, okay, do something positive. Get something that your mind's going to sort of play with and really, your mind's going to benefit from it. You're going to get like a brain workout. And that's really important, because we can sort of stop. I'm looking at that. Is that too much? Because we can get a bit. What's the word? Useless in our brain. That's not the right word. I don't think useless is the right word. But you know what I mean. You get very lackadaisical, and you think, wow, I need to get my head working. I need to do this. So it's a bit of a brain game. Here we need something. We need something that's pretty positive. So by positive I mean whole. So I don't want it like that. I wonder if that would fit. No, it looks like a bum. I don't want that. It does look like a bum. I need something else. Right, okay. I need it there, but I can't do it now. I'm just going to chop all this off here. And I'm just going to say, using me. Right, okay, so if I get my frame out, I can see there's areas that I like. I like it all. Quite like it all, actually. So then it gives you ideas like, do you want to do sort of different? Now that might go. That looks a little bit better than that big hole. So just looking at that, do I need to put it there? Now I'm a bit peed off because my knives are blunt. But what I would have done is cut that together so that you wouldn't have seen it. Don't like that one there. Put that one there. Let's have half of it. Yeah. Half. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got this like tumbling dream. Not a lover of that bit there, so there, that's better. Much better now. And then the same there. It's a bit big for getting in there. I might do something else in there. Where's me I need that there, so if I put that there, getting another flower now and just where's that colour? There it is. That's too much like that. So we need a pink that's not the same as that one. Yeah, so I'm just going to put that in. Yeah, see, that's finished it now. You could put them there as well, but I'm fighting about now. Oh, stop picking that one up. Right, okay. I collect 30s, 1920s and 30s. Anyway, okay, so we've got this crazy. Now, this is going in the bin, unless I'm going to do another one. But what you can do is do two together. So when you cut these out like this, you've got two ways of working it. You've got either the way where you can do one on this side and then that one on another frame. Do you get me? We've got a great workshop coming up. It's got to be delayed, I'm afraid, because we haven't been able, due to the circumstances recently, we've not been able to, well, we've not felt it was right to start throwing around adverts, so we haven't. So what I'm going to do is just give it another couple of days and we're going to put another, we're going to early bird it a little bit longer so that people have got more chance. It's called 101 Mixed Media and it's with the lovely Rachel Harris, who is so incredibly she's incredibly talented, and I have a great I'm humbled that she wants to do it with me, so I'm really happy about that. And it's 101 and it's over 2 days, 2 hours from me and then 2 hours from Rachel, and then 2 hours the next day from me, 2 hours from Rachel the next day. Now the thing is, it covers over 101 techniques. 101 techniques. Rachel will be concentrating on the jelly plate and all the stuff that she wants to do with it, and I'll be doing all the techniques to go. So she'll be creating a book that all comes together, a journal where she uses the pages that she's done from the gel press and all the prints. She's using natural fauna, leaves, everything to print with. That will go in a book, a journal style, and I'm doing a box of prompts. Right, so you can either use words or inspirational quotes, or you can do like colours on the back and names, and they can pick out 3 or 4. So you've got colours, squares, shapes, and that could be a prompt. So it's going to be. Don't worry. Thank you, Marcia. That's great. So here I am just going to go round. Now, if there's any glue on it, I have to be careful because it'll kill my pen. So just be aware of that. I might use this one actually before I do it, because this is a glaze and this tends to sort of go on everything. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing continuity to it. So you can see the lines. Now you can use a paintbrush on this and just give it a little bit of depth, but you can see now the lines are coming. There we go. So I'm just adding a bit there and I'm adding a bit in. I'm going to bring some here as well. So if you've got little gaps the way I have, then don't worry, because these little gaps, you can just draw in them, put a little pattern in. Jobs are good one. So here, I don't like that there. So what I can do is just bring the line round. And it softens it slightly. So the next thing is, and because I'm using like paper piecing, it's quite easy to do my lines. There, that's much better. And the only reason I'm doing this is so that you can see that, you know, you get an idea for it. So a bit round here. Because this is okay on the dark, but when you come to that, it's very hard to see. So you just try to distinguish the two. So I'm quite happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is think about patterns. So I'm going to look at the patterns I've already got in this. Bear in mind, I really haven't planned because I wanted to just do it off the cuff. So let me just get the... There we go. Right, so I've got these patterns already happening. Like that. Okay, so we've got another one there. This is it's like a fabric one that used to see. Do you remember on couches? I know it's not called this, but I remember once trying with some fabric cathedral window, and it was like, wow, never do that again. Well, I would. It was brilliant, but it was hard work. I really like that. It's so cool. So yeah, it's. I'm just going to. Don't disturb me, right? Because I'm busy. I don't mean no. I don't mean that. I mean, it's a bit rude of me, but you know what I mean. It's like I'm happy now. I'm happy. So here we've got a rather long one, like that, and I'm going to do. See, I like these. Oh no, where did that come from? Get out. Get out. I quite like this. I'll do it this way then. Oh. So we've got this continuity. Go away. So I'm putting some circles in it. Give me something to wet it with. Every time I say words, I'm sure they understand English. I'm actually going over a join there, but because I'm going over it, you can't see the join anymore. Thanks, Marcia. It is a big, dirty fly. It's a fly. Oh, here we go. How much do you want to bet? How much? I'm not a betting person. Can you hear it? It's having a zoomie. Oh, go away. Right, here. Sorry about that, guys. It's having a lie down, I think. Didn't kill it. So here I'm joining sort of things here, as you do. So putting that in the middle and then that around the edge here. I never get tired of this, ever. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Somebody at the door. Somebody at the door. I hope it's not any sort of religion or worried. Good afternoon. Oh. Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day. Boom! Boom! It's for my next show on gender. Right, okay. So, there we go. He's a new lad, I don't know him. Do you know what? He's a nice young lad, him. And he greeted me with a smile. That was lovely. It's the reason I'm doing this is because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't in the mood to do much. And, you know, I don't want to sort of keep, I'm certainly not alluding to everything that's been happening because you're all fed up of it. Everybody's got different opinions. I'm seeing not nice things from people. Whether they've got a different opinion or not, it's up to them whether they speak. I'm not saying it's the comments at that. I'm just saying that they, you know, perhaps it should be stopped now. It should be, you know, if people have got that opinion or a good opinion, bad opinion, then that's up to them. But it shouldn't be something that's going to upset us all. Either way, I'm not picking sides at all because I actually think that everybody's got a right to their own point of view, and I don't think, you know, if it's not the same as ours, it doesn't mean it's wrong. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I personally need to distract myself from it. and this is the way I was doing it because I was just a bit lost. So if people are wondering why I'm doing this, it's so that I can completely take my mind off anything and just play, because this is playing. So let's have a quick look. Nothing exciting at the moment. We get white pen, black pen on it. It's going to look crazy. It's going to look lovely, lovely jubbly. Now I'm saying that for myself. So this is quite nice here. I like, and more colour on it would mean a lot more interest, I personally think. See how it's, and I'm going to get a lovely bunch of coconuts. No, I'm joking, sorry. I'm going to get my pencil and I'm just going to rub some pencil into that. Not a lot. It's like, look at that now. Looks like paving stones. Well, it is stones, isn't it, you silly woman? Whoa. So I'm just putting some. I really like that. It's sort of totally different from the outside, isn't it? I really have to try sometimes. I really have to try to keep going. In more ways than one. Because sometimes you get a piece of work and life's like that, and you really just want to put it in the bin. But you've got to keep going. You've got to keep going. And instead of, oh, I'll give in. I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way of doing that. But through my CBT and all that, not CBD, CBT, I've learned that I have to work through it and switch it on its head. So if I can't do something, well, what can I do? And that's really helped me. That really helped me to sort of break up the idea of I can't do it. So, okay, I can't do it, but what can I do? And I think that's really, really been one of my big light bulb moments. So, yeah, I have to persevere. I have to, because it's all I've got at that present time. So whether it's a place, a time, a feeling, anything, I have to work on that, because that's what the problem is, or the issue, or anything. And I think that really pays for me anyway. So this is almost a therapy in its own right. This is a therapy in its own right, sort of like working through, you give yourself a set of issues or projects or anything, and you work through them, and you work through challenges they might bring, or circumstances they might bring. And to me, this is just the same as, you know, what goes on in your life. Well, it's, to me, it's that Okay, then let's get what we can done the best way. Keep going. And if you want to sort of say that could be said of the current situation, then yeah, but you can apply that to everything you do. Everything. You can only control what's in your power to control. You know, and that's what you've got to keep thinking of. Don't think that people's opinions, that's up to them, isn't it? Can't control them. So just concentrate on what you can control. So I'm just putting that in now to bring that. Looks a different colour, doesn't it? And that's because I put some shading on it. And the reason I'm doing this is to bring a bit more light into this, because at the moment it looks very sort of weird. It looks weird. So I'm trying to lighten these to make them go with the pinks and stuff. I'm using a Prisma pencil as usual. Oh. Right. Anybody who watches me regular, will know that that's not even funny anymore. It's not funny. Just not funny. It's just not funny, that. I'm going to go out and do something. I'm going to go out and batter him. Right, so I'm doing dark and light and dark, so that I've got a bit of colour, and then a light colour to bring that colour out. Only because these are the two, what's the word? Not boring, but the two blocker for me. So but the problem is I don't want to spend all day on it. So by doing this, I'm giving it a bit more of a blended look. So I don't have to, get, how can I put it, loads of pencils on it and stuff and different colours. You can do, but just by doing this and letting it blend into the background like that, I've got a really nice tonal colour that it looks like I've painted it. So, and again, bring that in with there and round here. And that blocky look now is softened very much. I might put some white on this as well, because it'll go with the grey. I'm just going to put in some greys now. I'm going to put in some different patterns, but this could go on forever. And if you're ever at a standstill with your work, where you are really at that point, I'm going to use the other one actually. It's a bit softer. And you're literally like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I get? You're at that. I don't know what to do next. I need ideas. Your mojo's gone. Just get yourself some papers out and start punching, or cutting shapes out. Just cut out shapes together like paper piecing, and then before you know it, inspiration will pop up. And inspiration happens, but you have to be working. You have to be literally working, whether it's you're working at the issue or you're looking at other things. You need to be sort of like looking, like even if it's in a book. If you just sat there watching telly, that ain't always going to be best. Physically doing something usually is. So I'll put some dark round there, although I think it could do with a little bit more. But don't forget, we're on grey paper. So let's see if I put a white on it, I'll get another grey. Yeah, there we go. You see how it only touches certain parts? Perfect. Just rub it in. Right. Okay, so we've got this it's quite a predominant colour here. So what I'm going to do is just put right, I might need the other one because one of these is run out. I'm running out, I should say. Just get working and they go boom and run out, and then this one might be better. There we go. So to put silver on it. I know it's going to need a colour. That might not work. Silver. I know what. Let's go with the black first and then the white. There we go. So I've got a pattern in there. And then here, I'll put some white in. It's not having it. It's not having it. Oh, my neck. Oh, my neck. Oh. I thought I brought down loads of white pens. That one was the one I thought was working. So it is here. Let's try it again. So the answer, give it a bit of a scratch and let it wake up on its own. So here I'm just putting some petals around it to break that colour up. I think it's important that people realise that, yeah, I know I'm doing this and I'm doing it and doing it and doing it. I've been doing it 2 years now, but there's a lot of lessons to be learned for us all, I think, in as much as the issues that we deal with, my pen's block, all this or that, you have to find ways of working on it, don't you? You have to find ways of dealing with it, and I think that's very synonymous with problem solving that we have. And I think it really does help. sort of look at it like that. Your artwork is a series of issues that you've got, not issues so much as that sounds wrong. Oh, a series of like stepping stones, really, aren't they? That you've got to make sure that you can sort of work over. Now, I know always when I get people who say, I look at that and it looks awful to start with. Yeah. It will do. But you have to try. That one's a dodgy one, but never mind. I think I put something on the other day about fail is first attempt in learning. That's what the word fail is. First attempt in learning. I think that's a really good little quote. So here I'm just going to put, oh, later on, don't let me forget, we've got Tina Barrett. I can't wait for that. She's one of my idols. I love her to bits. Not only is as an absolutely amazing at parliamentary and knowledgeable and talented. She's gorgeous with it as well. And yeah, I'm very privileged, very lucky that we've got her here tonight. I, for one, are going to be watching. I'm looking forward to it because it's the sort of gig I love. That I love doing all my needlework and stuff. Oh, Mr. Finch is amazing. We've all got that book. Yeah, we have, haven't we, Emma? It's just so beautiful. There's a couple of books I'm working on at the moment, and they're just absolutely amazing. Jane Nichols, her name is. She does all sorts. She's from Australia, and she did the Royal School of Needlework, and it was, she does stump work, butterflies, bees, moths. Oh, she's stunning at her work. Jane Nicholas, sorry. If you can, get to check her work out. She's amazing. So here I've just done, can you see? Like getting smaller. So when here I'll get there we go. So dots that work like dots. This is this one I'm doing now is a broad rayon glay sort of thing. So it looks like a little pattern, little tiny pattern. This one's more ornate. So I think what I'll do is I'll add some more I'll use the black. Oh, I don't like it. It's saying, oh, it's crying. Well, it's not. But the wax pencil, oil pencil, can't remember which it is, stops it. So it's having a bit of a being a teenager. There we go. So we've got that. I'm just going to put in a little triangle so it looks like stitching. We've got a white bit there, white bit there. I might just put a 3. Okay. So I'll put a bit of a Moodle there. Get the white pen on it. I'm hoping that the people who perhaps were dubious are now realising how easy it is to carry on and create some great patterns. So you know, not all's lost. So here I'm just going to put in some, like a pattern around it. Like that. Just to create like a Moodle around it and soften the edge. Don't need out on there. I need something on there because it looks a bit stark, this. So let's look for a pattern that perhaps would be so a triangle maybe. I need to make that a bit bigger, so I had a lovely walk the other day. I don't do hills because it hurts my back so much. But I managed to do the 21 locks anyway. Did about 6 miles. No, we didn't. That's a lie. Did 4.5, 6.7 kilometers, whatever you want to call them. So we've got that in there. So now we need something here. Can you see how you bring the black and the white into it? Everything suddenly takes on a different tone. It all sort of softens. I like to think it softens. I really like to think that we've gone from that blocky colour and we've brought it together, softened it up. And old Jane Telfer will be going, oh, she's done it again. I think it's just going for it and not letting it take over. You're in charge of this. You're in charge of it. It doesn't control you. And then all the skills that you've learned previously, you just apply those. So it's a bit like we used to say it in school, a bag of tools. You know, you need to keep shifting that bag around because, you know, there's tools at the bottom of your bag that you might have forgot of. Not because they weren't any good, but because they just weren't really predominant. So bring them back out again. Bring them out and use them again. I can't wait to show you my new decoration, my new collection based on Clary's Cliff. I love it. Absolutely love it. Well, you've just seen one, haven't you? My little tiny stamp drawing. Yeah, it's just... I can't wait to tell you what's happening either. It's a weird one. There we go. I'm getting there. Just this little bit here, and I think I might have... Is it not going to work on here? Oh yeah, it is. Hopefully. I might have helped some of you to keep going with something. I'm not saying that you can't throw stuff away. Of course you can. I also think we're a bit too quick to do stuff like that. And I think sometimes just assessing what we have and just thinking, right, I know I can do this. I quite enjoy doing that. So let's see if it'll work. And keep going and keep going. I know some people do bend the word and they say, that's it, not doing it. I know one person says it's one step away from rubbish, but I think the opposite. It's one step away from magic. Depends on using here, the signal fine. Oh, what have I touched here? Oh, I've gone blue. Oh, I've gone blue. So, yeah, let's have a look with our viewfinder now. Very different now, isn't it? Very different. Oh, that's nice, that bit. That's really nice, that bit. That bit's not finished because we've got a gap there, but that's nice. Oh, look at that. See what I mean? How you position it to create your own images. But yeah, it's incredibly powerful to keep going. So what I've done is basically I've got some rubbishy papers to me. They're not rubbish, they're lovely papers. It's just when I say rubbishy, what I mean is I poo-pooed them and all that. And I've got them and I'm thinking, what do we do with them? I've got all, and they're not rubbish quality, they're not rubbish papers, that was the wrong word. They're just papers I would not use, and for whatever reason, it's spoiling me, annoying me, because I'm thinking I should be using these. It's not on. I should actually be getting these out and using these papers. So I decided that I was going to do work using the papers, just pick them out. But I've learned a lot from this. That gold's not working now. I've learned a lot from this. I really have. Now I've got this, and I might put a little bit of this on the pink to bring this in. Yeah. I've learned a lot. And last bit now, because I know everybody wants to get off. Wow! Blooming heck. I've got so much to do and all. Might not want to work on that. I was going to use one of these souffle. Oh, souffle take a while, don't they? And just put it on there. Right. Have we got that? I don't think I've got that colour. So a little bit of pink now. I wouldn't necessarily have put pink predominantly there. I think this needs pink though, because it feels too black and white. So having a bit of pink in there, I think it brings it a bit more in tune with what we've got here. You don't have to add too much, it's just that little bit. So on the 26th, I'm bringing you the Sennelier. Oh, I can't wait to show you from Golden and Global Arts. Can't wait to show you because it's watercolour paints, absolutely. But then I'm hoping that I'll have some new paints to work with as well. That I have been working with at the moment, and been putting them through the paces just to see whether they like me and I like them. So, right, come on with us. Come on. Now, I think I proved the point. Oh, I was talking about you, Jane. If you'd have seen it at the beginning, you'd have gone, oh, that's awful. And then pulled it out at back again. See, you could do this, sir, if you wanted, you know. And it's less, to me, I'm going to put some white in. Now you can hardly see this. But does it make a difference? Yeah, it does actually. So yeah, can you see how it's breaking that up? Anyway, I'm going to be here, hopefully, fingers crossed, Thursday with Rachel. Thursday or Friday with our Rachel. We're going to do a workshop together for you. I'll give you plenty of notice if you want to join in. So it's the one of many, Rachel and I. We'll tell you at time when we work it out. But yeah, it's going to be us messing, which is good. No, we're going to be working. So we've not planned what we're doing yet, but we will be planning. So anyway, if I can just, I'm not going to go and say too much, but I'd like to say it's, you know, if you'd like to come and subscribe and click and link and do for that on this channel and, you know, subscribe, then I can get clicks and whatever they're called. Don't know what they are. If you want to know a little bit more about me, you can go to louwithers.com, which will show you everything. And on there, you'll see a little bit about becoming a Patreon if you so wish, and that sponsors me so I can carry on doing free lives. It also you get lots of percentages off. So you've got 10% and even 50% off at some point from different companies. So yeah, if you want to know anything, go to louwithers.com. I'm on Facebook as Louise Withers and also in Jarmers. So yeah, just as always, thank you so much for your time, and I will see you either Thursday or Friday. Bye. Now I've got to tidy up. Blooming heck.